Youngsters said when I'm grown, I'm coming. Then got grown, start clubbing and doing. We wasn't. When I was young, I only wanted. I only saw the next 10 minutes. ADHD, I guess. Things unchanged. Now I want to add an extra zero. Be the hood hero. Turbo, Maybach, V12 go 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. We move no less than 4. This ain't no contract. This ain't the trade. No wars, no. I'm from the block with a chain. This a new blockchain. But my portfolio is many things. From quantum computing to biotech, cause it's life improving. Degradable plastic trash removing. And when the market is down, it's like a hustle when no one is around. Your palms itch when opportunities.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. To the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a third down and 3.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. May. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback up.
He got maybe a half-yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now you look at this Patriots defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's May. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll throw with May. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To the air, May. He'll swing this out to Henderson. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be a third and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here's Henderson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Second and 7. A running play. It's Dowdle. And he's got room. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 10-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Right down here looking for 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run here with Dowdle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Patriots get the football back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
7-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On the draw, it's Henderson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now what a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game and take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Again, it's Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. That's to the running back, Ramondre Stevenson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends. This time, they actually targeted the running back with it. And it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
May going to give it to Henderson. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Dowdle is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Extra point now by Boswell. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So not much time this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one's going to kick out of bounds right at the 5-yard line. So very fortunate to get that one back. Here's Cameron Johnston down. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
The 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time we're well for a solid gain.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's May. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, it's Henderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And take it into the end zone for the Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Running from the gun, Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels tackles doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and protecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
It's a turnover on downs.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part, Harry. I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The backfield empties out. It's 3rd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Cameron Johnston now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And yikes, this will get out of bounds, so without even a return, they're going to be set up on the outskirts of the red zone. They're going to throw. May. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 13, Steelers 12.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has stuttered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the third down.
That was certainly more red defensive line. The key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They set up the screen for Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to 16.
That's a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left, and that'll keep this a one-point game. Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this fourth quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hold, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
From the 31, here's second and a couple. From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's May. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside
That's a nice run. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Now they try the right side here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
He'll look to throw to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
The 36-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
18 more yards. That's another Patriots first down.
Back to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Touchdown, Patriots.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
May going to try and throw for it. It's complete. But he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. What a game we were treated to in this one.